Basically, universal design takes into account a broad constituency of people rather than looking at a particular demographic. As far as housing is concerned, there aren't many good examples of universal design, either in new construction or particularly in renovated homes. And that's why this design competition is so important. We want to get a good example of a renovated, universally designed home out there so both professionals and consumers can see what it's like. We need to change the paradigm of how we design homes, taking a holistic look at a person's journey through life, providing a better quality of life. The presenters of the competition, AARP, the AARP Foundation, Home Matters, and Wells Fargo, all want this competition to have three key features. One is affordability, the other is replicability, and the third is appeal to mainstream audiences. My advice to competition entrants is to put aside some of your assumptions about what you know about housing and your beliefs of standard housing, and really get creative with this. Let's take a look around the house to see what we've got to work with. Here we are in the kitchen. Kitchens are important because so many activities happen in here. Let's talk about a few of the things we think are important from a universal design perspective. First of all, storage matters a lot, and reach range matters as well. We want to avoid having to force people to get all the stored items maybe up in the wall cabinets, or all the stored items down in the base cabinets. No one likes to lean down and crawl on their hands and knees to have to reach out for things. So providing storage at different heights can make a big difference. Providing storage that comes to you can make a big difference. So things that pull out can really be an advantage from a universal design perspective. Work surfaces matter also. We have tall people and short people, people of all heights. If you can find a way to build in work surfaces at different heights in the kitchen, it'll be a lot easier for more folks to be using the kitchen, even children. Lighting matters as well in kitchens because we have so many things we need to be doing, cutting and cooking and reading recipe books and so on. So adding additional lights, adding additional illumination makes a difference. And adding that in a way that you can vary it can also be important so that you're not worried about overlighting a situation where you don't need it, so you can turn the lighting down somewhat. LED lights obviously is part of the revolution these days that people can use in many spots throughout the kitchen. Another area where reach ranges comes into play is with appliances. So if you're including a stove or a range in here, try to help people avoid burning themselves by reaching over hot burners or hot cooking items by locating the controls in a place that can be easily reached. On the other side of the kitchen, when we have the faucet, think of a way that people can operate the faucet without having to pinch their hands or grasp the faucet handle with an amount of force that might be challenging or difficult for them to do. Reach ranges matter in every room of the house, whether you're talking about light switch heights, storage, or in this case, the thermostat height. This thermostat, we're now in the living room, is about 56 inches high. We'd really like to have that no more than 48 inches high so that everybody can reach it who needs to. Another area where dimensions matter is in door width. We'd like to be able to have people maneuver into and through doors and down hallways as easily as possible. So having a door that's at least 32 inches wide, clear opening matters. And I'm showing you the clear opening here with my tape measure. Less than 30 inches in clear opening here. Maximize that as whenever you can. And in this hallway, you see there's lots of doorways penetrating the hallway. You have to really figure a way to manage the circulation and the paths of travel into and out of each of the rooms. When you're renovating a bathroom for universal design, it tends to be the one room in the house where you may need to add space. The bathroom in this house is no exception. You've got a classic 4-foot wide by 8-foot long bathroom, which is quite tight. You've got a 22-inch wide door, which is very narrow indeed. And the design teams will have to be figuring ways to adapt and accommodate the size requirements for universal design with the constraints they have in this bathroom. Another thing they'll have to be thinking about is, are you going to be including a tub versus a shower in the bathroom? Some people prefer tubs. Tubs can be more difficult to get into and out of. Showers can be more convenient for more people, but I'd really recommend you consider a curbless shower so you don't have to step in and out of the shower over a curb to be using it, which is entirely possible to do. Another important consideration in bathrooms is where you locate the toilet. Locating a toilet in the corner is great because you have two walls for the later installation of grab bars if you need to, and having space around the toilet so that people can maneuver, equipment can maneuver, caregivers who might be needed can also be in there without constraining each other's movements. Here we are outside the house. And the design teams will have the challenge of figuring out which and how many of the entrances to create a step-free route of travel into the house via. This is the front entrance of the house. You could choose to try and make this your step-free entrance. That would be fine. For universal design, you really only need to make one of the entrances to the house step-free in order for it to be successful. You could do more, you could do less. If you choose not to make this particular entrance accessible, I do recommend that the design teams consider if they can make the front porch the same level as the first floor, so that if someone is using the house and can't climb the stairs, they can at least exit the home onto the front porch and use the front porch as the other members of the household can. We're at the back of the house now. You can see the pathway coming from the carport around to the existing concrete patio, and here are the two doors, the remaining two doors that go into the house. The design teams will have the challenge of figuring out if they want to keep both of the doors or maybe only one of them, and in any event to create some step-free route of travel that might involve landscaping, hardscaping, or some kind of patio or deck combination.